one. Hello.
Well, that sucked.
You're darn right it did. Hello,
That was so
everybody.
bad.
Hello, hello, hello. We're here to talk about the the series
Hold on.
that just happened. What?
Joe got a background, guys.
I set it up. I
Didn't
tried.
even tell me about it.
I tried.
Man
doing
got a
some stuff.
background.
I mean, I makeshifted some stuff. You gave me that Julio bobblehead, or not bobblehead, the ball, and then that Felix bobblehead. That's like all you right here. That's all
Glad
you.
I could contribute. W.
Ay, ay, ay. So, pumpkin pie, K rules, KC rules, user error, hello, hello. Savsa. What's up?
Tyler, you right.
Is it
That
real-
was a bad ending. Yeah.
Really bad editing. Caitlin McMillan is sad. Me too. Me too, Caitlin.
Me and you
Pain.
are tied in fantasy. That's tough. Oh,
Yeah, imagine
dude.
being tied with the guy that doesn't do it after the first week. Honestly.
Just leading the league. Anyways, so for those of you that don't know,
Hardly.
we just finished up the last game of the Cleveland Guardians series where the Mariners lost the game in extra innings.
Correct.
This series, the Mariners went 1-3 against the Cleveland Guardians. Opening week for the Seattle Mariners. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
We
Joe.
needed a lot more, honestly, from this series, regardless of the win. I mean, the win-loss record is very important because we only play them 3 more times, and that is in a week's time, basically. And this is someone that we could be tied with in the wild card. Like, this is a team that we're going to be, close in contention with at the end of the year in terms of, like, standings. At least splitting here would have been great. But 1-3 is definitely not what we wanted. Obviously, we have to sweep the next 3-game series in Cleveland if we want to take the season series. What were you going to ask me, actually, though?
No, I was actually just gonna send it to you.
Oh,
But hey, good job.
Pass me the rock. Take a little double drip.
proud of you.
Whatever. Pump fake. Yeah. So I don't know. I saw a comment in the chat. What the F is this defense? It's like they're playing little league ball. And their coach hasn't told them to not chase runners. They're throwing the ball around like they think that they can go make the play. I understand Cal in this game specifically wanting to make that double play. I can see it, but eat the ball. It's a little slow dribbler back to the mound. Just eat the ball and just try and get the next guy out instead of making an errant throw. And who knows what the different outcome could have been. But boo off with their heads. You're right, bro.
Yeah, I think that, coming into opening day, and we all saw the energy. We all saw, like the first couple games be sold out. And the energy, especially in game 1 with the Mariners winning the opening night game against the Guardians.
Yeah, dude.
It's just, and
The
and then
vibes were immaculate on day 1.
You go out there and put up just 3 stinkers in a row. Terrible. I was at 2 of the last 3 games. I didn't go today. And let me tell you, watching the game with Robbie Ray pitched, that was probably the most terrible game I've ever been to in my life. Let me tell you. I'm just sitting there watching them throw the ball around. Oh God, I don't even know. But we'll talk about it here. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Joe, you want to start us with opening night?
Sure, I can get us over there in a second. We'll just hit a little switch
obviously,
there.
Luis Castillo versus Shane Bieber for opening night here, and Luis Castillo looked really good.
Yeah.
Pretty. He
solid.
almost died, but
Yeah, dude, that was wild. I think I have that one ready. Yeah.
Kelenich's approach seems much improved. Yeah, it does. He looks a lot better at the plate. He got robbed on several calls. Agreed. Pitching wasn't great the last 3 games. No, they were terrible.
So yeah, this is Castillo's line drive off his hair. I can't full screen it, but
yeah, that was.
I'm gonna skip ahead. See, look through here. Try and pause it like right where it hits. Just right there, off his like braid. That's crazy. My jaw was on the ground. I was in shock. Oh, hey, the thing's not in the right spot. Here, give me a second.
Yeah, you do you. Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
I was at the game that night, and the crowd just went silent because obviously he was pitching really well, and then that happens, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Like first game of the season, we're gonna lose our ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, that game itself, that game was boring
Go.
until the end. I mean, realistically, until Ty hit that homer, that game was a load of garbage. But not like in terms of bad. It was just a good pitching duel. Like that's the thing is, it was a fun pitching duel to watch. But overall, the Mariners hitters, they just look awful. They look terrible.
The approach definitely could be improved on quite a bit. Jimble was saying, gotta lull the rest of the league into a false sense of security first, and then we just rattle off 15. I'm down. Mm-hmm. I can get behind a big win streak again. Hernandez didn't do as well as people thought. Yeah, I mean, 4 games slow start.
4 games. Who cares?
It's I mean the Twitter memes they're great with the Jesse Winker, like the Fred demasking someone from Scooby Doo, and it's Jesse Winker and taking it off, and it's Teoscar underneath. It's really funny, but we got to pump the brakes. I mean, obviously we're overreacting right now because that's just what we do. But this is that game 1 homer. But continue with what you're saying.
In the end, it's 4 games. I could care less how they looked in 4 games. They could have come out hot and everyone would have been on top of the world. And then against the Angels, maybe they were going to suck. Yeah. And then everyone would be defeated. It's a game by game basis with Mariners Twitter. And to no fault of their own. As it should be. We've been through this. Yeah, we've been through this before. This isn't our first rodeo with the Seattle Mariners. We've been disappointed by them for the last 20-something years. Yeah. So I get it. Mm-hmm. But relax. It's not that big of a deal.
I didn't relax when Ty, I don't know how he got this out, by the way. It barely got out, but out of the zone, I'm like, oh, he just muscles that out, huh?
And against James Karinchak, bro.
Yeah, perfect.
There is nobody in baseball that I hate more than James Karinchak.
Yeah, that little woo from Ty. Yeah, me too, bro.
Oh God, like that guy. He is the cockiest guy in the world for being a not very good pitcher.
You're telling me you don't like James Karinchak? I'm shocked.
I despise him.
Oh, I know you do.
Get bigger pants, idiot.
Yeah, that's something that we were talking about is his pants. Even, Robbie's got tight pants, but Robbie makes it look good for some reason. Whereas Karinchak, his just look kind of funky.
Yeah, because he's got little high waters on.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah, down there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but Ty's home run. I mean, I was sitting down kind of by the right field foul pole. Didn't think it was getting out. I just kept carrying. It just kept going. I'm watching. I'm like, that's a fly out.
How is that getting out?
Kept going. Yeah, and somehow it squeaked over the wall.
Let's see. So you did not see LaStella making the opening day roster. At this point, his ABs haven't looked that good at all. He had a double. Good for him. Kind of shook me up a little bit, but still not overly impressed with what we've rolled out at the DH position. Karinchak, I swear, to speed pregame. He's doing something. Maybe he's snorting the rosin, and that's what gets him going. I don't understand. Did we see the Dodgers proposal video? Pumpkin pie? I did not see that.
I did. Oh, the guy that ran out on the field and proposed and then got tackled.
Yes.
That was so funny.
Yes, I did see that. It's almost like we need that extra bat everybody was calling for this offseason.
Yep. We'll see. I would agree with that.
We'll see.
What I don't understand is why we waited until game 4 to see AJ Pollock. Why was he not DH?
I don't know.
Instead of Tommy
because
LaStella?
The righty-lefty matchup, but I don't know, you're paying the man $7 million. I'd like to see him out there.
Yeah.
But we're on to game 2. Here we are. This is the big old play that started the whole shenanigans in this game. But first, did you see it?
Jeffrey A. Thistle. Literally half our roster didn't get a hit in 4 games. We need some effing bats, dude.
You're not wrong, though.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. First of all, Jeffrey, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it,
big
bro.
Smooches. It'll come in eventually.
Yeah, no, I would have loved to see the Mariners get another bat. Again, 4 games, starting off slow. It is what it is. I mean, Julio has looked good. Ty's looked good. Cal at the plate has looked good. Teo has made decent contact. He just hasn't had much to show for it. Colton Wong has been iffy. He was making hard contact as well, and then he finally got his first hit. I'm not worried, personally, about the offense.
Yeah.
Per se.
There we go. There's a super chat. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, I agree. It's 4 games. It's one of those moments where like you want it to happen now. We need that like we need it now kind of a vibe. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
With Kelnick, 95% the same guy. Nah, I completely disagree, Master. I think that he has put up so much better at bats than
Yeah,
he has.
just hasn't had the
past.
just hasn't had the success yet, which is where then we'll start to see it. If the success doesn't come, obviously, then therein lies the issue. But the approach seems a lot more sound. Yeah. Still excited for this season. The Guardians are a fairly feisty team, 100% a feisty team. See them again in a few days. Plus what is going on with Teo. He mentioned himself that he just doesn't feel his timing wasn't ready. He didn't play as much as I think he had wanted in the WBC, and then obviously not as much time in the in spring training because he was playing in the WBC or sitting during the WBC. So his reps and his timing just isn't there.
Yeah. And I mean, going over to a new team, I mean, you see it all the time with guys. They go to a new team and they start off slow. And they look at Gino. There were literally times at the beginning of last year, and Joe can vouch for this. There were times where I was texting back and forth with Joe, and I said, get Gino off the roster. He's terrible. All he does is strike out.
Yeah, it was bad at the beginning of the year for a while.
He was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, so was Julio last year, and then here we are. He's much more patient. Agreed, Rico. Agreed. Defense was trash, cost them 2 games. You're darn right it did.
Yeah, Barry Hill's going to get him out there at that wall.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back to Peoria, back to the wall.
Yeah, he's just going to have them line up against the outfield fence. He's just going to pepper fungo balls at him the entire time.
JC 383 with the dollar. No message, just the dollar. What a nice fella. JC, appreciate that.
Appreciate the buck. Is that a cat nose I see? Okay, let's get
boop it. Hold on, I'm gonna boop it.
You're not gonna be able to boop it.
I booped the snoot. All right, go ahead.
All right, this is obviously you guys know what this is. This is the play that started derailing the second game against the Guardians. We're gonna go through the second game now. I don't really want to like get this demonetized like super well. Hello, dollar. I'm gonna wait till the dollar thing goes away because it's covering the entire thing. But you know, Miles Straw hits a little lazy fly ball out to right field. And Teo, honestly, I thought it was a good throw. I was very confused about what happened here. And then I noticed after the fact that it kicks off. And then Robbie needs to eat the ball there. That's terrible.
Yeah, I personally, like, from Teo, people are blaming Teo for that. Nah.
No, because
like it's not his fault.
I think it was gonna be in line because the original camera angle, it transitions to being more in the infield, right? So I don't know if you can see. Obviously, you guys know what happens here, but it kicks off Zunino and then it changes the trajectory. I think it's in line with Ty right here, I would say with pretty good certainty. Yeah, John Boy did make the vid. Ball hit the runner, 100%. Yeah, saw that, and so that's why Ty's like, huh? Like the John Travolta meme, like back and forth, like, what do I do now? Stuck in no man's land. And it's like Robbie's just trying to make a play and Cal is just in the wrong spot. Yeah, it's terrible. Just the worst thing that could have happened, and then I think it just derails from there.
The start of that play, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's just unfortunate timing. Yeah, and it's just that you throw the ball in, Zunino, it happens to be getting back to the base. Zunino didn't do it on purpose, of course. Obviously, Teoscar didn't want to hit Zunino. Robbie Ray, like you said, should have eaten that ball, 100%. And then also the later in this game, I don't know if they actually show the highlight here, but something that did happen. Actually, I kind of feel like they don't have the highlight. Is there was a play over to third base where Eugenio Suarez gets the ball, but nobody covers third base.
Oh yeah.
And Gino looks him back, and then like whoever was on the mound just stood there and hung out.
Yeah, it was like, Ramirez was on second, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And then Gino fielded it cleanly, looked him back, and then it had to have been late in the game. It might have been flexing, could have been.
I think it was flex.
Something like that. But yeah, I remember that. It's fundamentals. They need to iron out the fundamentals at this point. And it's just need to wait a little bit for our defense to get better. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones where they'll work out the kinks. You just don't want that to be something you need to work on fundamentals to start your regular season. You know, like that's not ideal in the slightest. Defense reminded you of the 2020 Astros. If I remembered anything about the 2020 Astros in terms of defensive, I would understand that pumpkin pie. Maybe it's because they were a mess. Because the Mariners have been a mess. Play the Angels tomorrow? Facts. Angels have been tearing up against Oakland, though.
Rendon, you obviously use the Rendon thing, but
yeah,
Anthony Rendon, Angel's gonna angel, but that guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid can you be? Sorry to get off topic, but my God, that guy's dumb. All right.
Yeah, and Anthony Rendon. If you guys didn't see it, he basically just wanted to take a fan out to the parking lot, or not a fan, an athletics fan. So Teo obviously made that errant throw, made it, but he made it. He's been great out there defensively. Every Toronto Blue Jays fan and every defensive metric that said that he was bad, Teo said, "Hold my beer. Let me make some other plays for you." Obviously, this is Zunino running, so it's not super hard to throw him out. And Teo's got a good arm, but he beats him by a step and a half. Good play. Good play. We're down four runs at this point, so it didn't really matter a whole bunch. But Teo was looking pretty good. There's another play later on this is in game 3. So we're going to skip ahead really fast. Mita, hold on. This is a great play. Speedy boy. I saw someone say Mitch doesn't make that catch. I 100% agree. But Mita, 569, best thing this weekend. Julio, first pitch home run. His first ever Major League home run in the month of April. Really? He was that 69. Bad in April. Yeah, we get it. 569. Nice. But yeah, I didn't even get a chance to put up, get the game loaded. And Julio had already hit a ball out.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could tell off the bat that thing was going to carry. Mita, appreciate that 569, bro. 69, funny number. LOL, guys. Yeah, you could tell right when he hit it that thing was going out. And just off topic, there was a guy who was at the game sitting next to me the second game of the series who was really hoping for a Julio home run. He'd never seen one in person. He said, "I'm going on Sunday. I hope he can hit one out then." Julio did it. That was for you. I think your name was Jeremy. That was for you.
Shout out, I think your name was Jeremy. That's a weird name. Is that like hyphenated all the way through? Or like that first, middle, and last?
I didn't get that far in the conversation.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Bro, what shirt are you wearing?
Dude, this is the Griffey logo from Simply Seattle.
What?
A Simply Seattle merch partners over there. Make sure you use code, is it Mojo 10?
It is Mojo 10. It's on the screen right now, baby. Use code Mojo10. Head over to Simply Seattle. There should be a link in the description. Check out some of their merchandise. We are a partner of theirs. Big ups to them for this season for partnering with us. Let's keep it rolling. Where are we at? We're into game 3. Into game 3.
Sure.
Julio and JP. You know what? No, we need to talk about that. Julio and JP seem out of sync on fly balls. That's the second time this series that they almost ran into each other, like George Springer and Bo Bichette.
Yeah, that was ugly.
The first one, they didn't collide. Everything was fine. Today, they did
Julio
collide.
Caught that ball. As someone who was never a center fielder or a shortstop, for people that might know, who is supposed to take the reins on that? I assume it has to be the center fielder supposed to be calling off the shortstop because it's outside of the grass, like the infield dirt. Julio, I don't know if he just needs to get louder or what, or JP needs to back off because JP was mad at himself, like really mad in today's game because he was like swearing at himself walking back to like the infield. Hopefully he was swearing at himself and not Julio.
I mean, I don't think it would be bad blood, but like
as somebody who played shortstop once in their entire baseball career,
Perfect.
Obviously the shortstop is the captain of the field, but that's center field's ball. If you have to go out compared to someone running in, it has to be center fielder's ball all the time. Whether or not Julio was calling it, couldn't tell. But in that scenario, I feel like center field, you have to give that to center fielder if they're calling it, of course. Because
I just don't know like where JP where he like veers off because he's gonna be in Julio's path. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I agree. I hope they give them a few series, like it'll all click. Slow start, it happens, but yeah. Do we have a Discord maze? No. Maybe we'll think about it. We'll see. Maybe. What the F is going on with the Mariners? You're so sick. D-boy, us too, bro. Us 2. Center is coming in while shortstop going out. Easier play for center. Yeah, agreed. 100% there. Wish they could
Brandon,
have.
what's up, dude?
Oh, it's Lucario.
Daniel, what's up? Lucario! Hey, yo, Lucario. Dude, it was nice meeting you the other day at the game. Hey, Lucario, if you have a way to send us that picture, maybe like through our email or something, like that'd be sick, bro. I want to get the pictures of everyone that I've been able to take pictures with. I would love to get them all together, and like throw them in a video or something. But hey, if I met you this weekend at one of the games, it was great meeting you guys. It really was.
What is the new rule with no shift, by the way? So you have to have 2 people in the infield on the opposite side of second base. So like you can't have 3 people on one side of the diamond. So that is just how it is. You can be like, if second base, you can be like right next to second base, but you can't go past that threshold is basically what it is. To answer your question, we need to start getting hits when we have guys on third. Did leave a lot of guys on base this series. That first game, yeah, we won that one, but it could have been 6-0 instead of 3-0.
And I feel like that has always been a problem for the Seattle Mariners. Like, even before this regime, even before, like, these players, the Mariners, for some reason, have always had terrible, not even terrible luck, just been terrible at scoring runners in scoring position. It blows my mind every time. I don't know.
Just make you mad.
Will I be at Wednesday's game? I will not be at this Wednesday's game, unfortunately. As much as I would love to, but
hey,
not
man,
this Wednesday.
We'll crowdfund you a ticket. How about that?
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Hey, when are you coming up for a game?
Hey, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Why are you hating on me? Gilbert in game 3, pretty good, I thought. Oh,
he pitched really well, but he worried me.
Yeah, there were some moments of what's going on here. I mean, I think Ty Gonzalez of the Locked On Mariners podcast tweeted
out that. Infatuated.
And he tweeted out that Logan's velo went down, and you immediately messaged me like, Logan's velo's down.
Yeah, I was looking at the board because I had literally looked at my dad and I've been like, Logan's pumping like 96, 97. Yeah. He looks good up there. And then I looked up again. My dad's like, it says 93. I'm like, excuse me?
There's 96 right there.
Yeah, Logan looked really good. He had did you see the video of his ghost fork?
I did.
So good.
His curveballs were looking really good as well.
Yeah,
he's got a lot. His arsenal has increased quite a bit in terms of secondary pitching. So if he does lose that velo randomly, he's like, I'm feeling a little sleepy right now. He can just throw out that ghost fork or the curveball or slider, whatever he's throwing out right now, and I feel like it could be pretty successful.
D-boy, I said I was going to the first 3 games of this series. What you talking about, bro? I said that. Maybe you just don't listen to me anymore, D-boy. Maybe you just don't listen to me.
That's so sad, D-boy, that you don't listen to Colton, dude. That's so sad. Offense should have been better. Yeah, the approach of the plate against Savali was just horrendous. There were so many... It's just... Oof. There's not a lot to like about this game. Game 3. Because
I think that overall, making Savali look like a Cy Young contender, probably not a good idea. Personally,
hung that ball to Naylor. He hit that one off. he hit that one far.
You could tell right when he swung. I just sat there. I was like, "Well, that's the only mistake that he made. Only one that Logan himself made."
Yeah, this one from the big bouse to your favorite second baseman in the league.
I do love Andres Jimenez.
Yeah,
he's so good,
dude. That double play he turned right before this inning too. Was filthy. Like as much as I'm mad about it, like the fact he threw Julio.
Yeah,
that was a ball that Julio hit. Julio's busting down the line, and he still throw him out. It's crazy. Marco and Randall, Marco was looking okay, and then Mike Zunino just decided to go big fly.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I love Mike Z. But I would love to see him hit home runs, not against the Mariners. Yeah. Overall, like Lucario said, with the bullpen for the Guardians are a very, very good team just because they play in a terrible division. They're a great team.
Okay.
But overall,
okay, buddy.
Mariners should have at least split this series.
It definitely should have at least split. And Class A, Lucario is saying in the 9th.
Dirty.
He's the best. I mean, whoa, I didn't even notice this. Jeff! Another 5 Thanks, dog. What the heck?
F.
Make a two-headed home run monster in the middle of the rush like the Astros have with Jordan and Bregman, huh? I mean, as Teo warms up, if Gino, Cal, and Teo randomly just catch fire out at the same time, that's going to be a lot of back-to-back-to-backs. I hope.
That's a good. That's a good 3-4-5.
What do you think about them Scott moving Teo down the lineup after his struggles the first two games? So
interesting.
He swapped with Gino.
Yeah, that was interesting to me. I
Except
don't hate
for, well,
it.
I guess game 3 was different because Cal wasn't playing, so he alternated at righty lefty. So Kalnick moved up to 5, but still moving Teo down to 6, Gino up to 4. With someone that's like trying to get his timing down, I would have expected Teo to stay higher in the lineup to get his more pitches, more at bats to be seen. But I mean, obviously Gino's swinging a hot bat. Keep Gino up there. He's hitting the ball pretty well right now. But yeah,
I don't know. It's. I don't love it, just like for the exact same reason you said. But overall, I mean, based on how the Mariners played this series, they just need to get something going. And I don't care how you do it. If you want Sam Haggerty leading off, I don't care.
Yeah, just
you have to get the offense going.
Change it up somehow, some way. When Flexen throws a perfect game next outing, Maze, if Flexen throws a perfect game next outing, I will buy a Chris Flexen jersey. Authentic. All right? Write it. But clip it. Book this. Write it down. 4:45 p.m. April 2nd. Joe said he'd buy an authentic game jersey.
I'll do you one better. If Chris Flexen throws a perfect game against the Angels, I will get Chris Flexen's name tattooed on my butt.
Wait, I don't know if we can show that to the public. Members only. If you guys want to become a member, click the join button on your screen right now for $2.99 a month. You can become a member, have access to premium content like a tattoo on Colton's butt. Anyways, I'm gonna put it simple. Send Mark. Nope, we're moving past it. Send Marco.
Only in this next outing. Only then. If he throws it in the outing after that, no.
Okay. Send Marco down to the minors. Get Bryce Miller / Hancock. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work out, Colton, you said you wanted Miller up by end of May, right?
Yeah. I mean, overall, you can't send Marco down, so you'd have to DFA him.
Or
and
trade
with how
him.
much money you're paying him, or trade him. With how much money you're paying him and how big he's been for this franchise over the last like 6 years, you just can't do that. I mean, overall, Marco was fine. You know what you're going to get out of Marco, and he gave you basically exactly what you're going to get. He's going to get you into probably the 6th, maybe in the 7th inning, and he's going to keep you in the game. That's what he does.
Luckily, the offense was hitting today,
right?
For them to be in the game. But yeah, I definitely get what you're saying.
So, and overall, I mean, Marco he filled up the strike zone. Robbie Ray, when he was pitching, that was a game where you look at it and you go, okay, like that is a blow up start for Robbie Ray.
Yeah,
a blow up start for Marco would be giving up 10 homers.
Yeah.
So there's obviously different
ruled.
ways of looking at it, but yeah. So
Randall said this team needs to learn how to walk. Only 6 walks in the series. A little bit more patience. We talked about it against Savali. He was at like 75 pitches in it was less than 70 through. Yeah, something wild.
He was throwing him at
it was going to be just bad news bears all around. D-boy, $2 super chat coming in. Nelly with the smile, $1.99. Appreciate that, dog. How do you guys feel about Ray? You think that he's washed? I don't want him to be washed because we've got 3 more years, including this year, of paying him $20 million plus a year. So I really hope he's not washed in terms of a money standpoint. And he would be a great. I'd rather keep him in the rotation than not. But I don't know.
He's fine. Robbie Ray is fine. He was hurt. Yeah. He started the game throwing 96, dropped down to 92, 93. Obviously, something happened in between like the first couple of innings. He was hurt. With that being said, the second half of the year, last year, Robbie Ray was one of the best pitchers in baseball. Plain and simple. That's just the way it was.
I mean,
Robbie
he was
Ray's
great in spring, and that doesn't mean anything now, obviously. But yeah, it was. I have faith that he'll have a good rest of the year potentially. Each fastball, he had flashbacks to Jordan. Hey, man, you don't have to bring it up so casually like that. But we got another $5. Jeff throwing money at us like we're someone on the. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Never seen Robbie Ray pitch well for us in a big game ever. Supposed to be our ringer. he had some good moments against some like big teams. Obviously, like the playoffs is our biggest moment, and he was not good there. So I definitely understand the sentiment there. But he pitched well against the Guardians last year. That was last year. Obviously, this year's not the same tale right now. There it is. There's the 5. Appreciate that. Yeah, good thing we have Castillo now to be our ringer. Do you guys think things will shape up quick, or will it be a long road? I think that the fact that they're still at home this week will help them. The Angels traveling up from Oakland, I mean, it's not a very long travel, but them being at home, not having to go on the road quite yet to try and figure some stuff out tomorrow, Kirby on the bump, I think taking 2 out of 3 from the Angels, because you got Flexen on the mound against Shohei, and that is not a matchup that you want to have happen necessarily. 2 out of 3 would be a step in the right direction. You don't want to... That's my benchmark. I want 2 out of 3 from the Angels this upcoming series. Castillo's with every penny? Yes. 100% yes.
Yeah, I mean, and he's proved that. I don't necessarily think that Castillo will be like a number 1 like ace, you know what I mean, for the entirety of his contract, but I think he's going to be within the top 3 of the Mariners rotation for the entirety of that contract. He's going to be a guy. He's going to go out there, he's going to get you 6 or 7 innings. He's going to get some strikeouts, and he's not going to give up a ton of walks, which is good for a guy that throws, 100 miles an hour. So yeah. I think that overall, Luis Castillo is, to the Mariners right now, what they hoped Felix Hernandez would be from like 2015 to 2019.
Yes.
Honestly, I think that he is the guy that they had hoped Felix would have been.
Especially with a window of contention being around, you need someone like that at the front of your staff for sure.
And in the end, it's really not that big of a deal, because with Bryce Miller and all those guys coming up as well, if guys don't work out, you'll be able to replace them. Like Marco, for example, he's replaceable.
Yeah.
And if somebody gets hurt, you have keeping Flexen made it so that's not, it's not a huge deal if Marco goes out or if Robbie Ray goes on the injured list. So
got another $2 from D-Boy. He just likes us so much. D-Boy, appreciate that,
D-Boy? Dude. We like you, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Guys. You guys are being really nice to us. Stop it.
Big
Jeez, I'm gonna cry.
I'm so sad. Baseball Ever Go Mariners is going to the game tomorrow. I hope they get a dub just for you, because on top of everyone else in Mariners, community needing it, you need it too.
Dude, I need it.
Yeah, a little copium over there.
I need it. I went to 2 games. I froze my nads off because it was cold and windy, and then it was bad baseball on top of it. I need a win or 7 in a row. What's up, JH? Hey, man.
JH, what's good, dog? What's good? Skull can't wait for the Henry Ford. Whoa. Sorry, I'm on the nickname basis with him. And Big Dumper Duo. Yeah, I mean, however they try to implement that, I'll be very excited about it, because if Harry Ford and Cal kind of can coexist, I think that'd be a great tandem to have. Especially as Cal's getting older, maybe, his knees aren't as fresh. He just becomes the DH. I'd be fine with that. I don't know about you,
but... Did I get a bobblehead? I did get a bobblehead. I was able to get in there.
I'm surprised.
In time, thankfully. Only because I was in the Terrace Club. That's the only reason. Because I was sitting in the Terrace Club, they have an allocated amount up there, so I was able to get in and get one. Thank the Lord.
Devin Sawyers. Were you about to read that? Were you about to say Devin? No? All right, my bad. I feel like our defense was the big reason we lost the series. Some questionable decisions, bad luck breaks, and make a difference. Yes. Exactly what you were going to say.
You think he gets called up at some point? Not this year. Next year, I'd say yeah. I don't think he gets called up this year. I want them to kind of slow play Harry Ford a little bit, just so he doesn't get overexposed too early. And right now, you have both Murphy and Cal. There's really no reason to. I mean, you can give him the time to develop. So
you're not really pressing, like, I don't know. Maybe we weren't even pressing for a center fielder or an outfielder last year when Julio was ready, but Julio was also showing out a lot more than I feel like Harry Ford has been in terms of production. So Julio's definitely a unicorn in that situation.
We on game 4?
We're ready to go into game 4 if you're ready to go into game 4.
I'm ready to go into game 4. Tickets are through the roof. I am going to the All-Star game. Yes, I am.
So we've got to kick us off on game 4. We were off to a hot start. I was very, very satisfied with this start of this game. I didn't get to watch it. I came back and we were up 1-0, but as Julio does, leading off so well, just carrying.
I mean, that's what he does. He has such like good opposite field power that you can almost bet that he's going to hit 5 or so home runs the other way, especially as it starts to get hotter throughout the year. You can almost bet on him to, get some good swings, hitting him to right field. So
Yeah, I think this woman here tries to catch it with her hat, and it breaks her hat. Just snapped it and just destroyed her hat. That ball was coming in hot. Yeah, did it come up
that's
for you?
funny. Okay, I saw it. That's funny.
Yeah, no hat is safe from a Julio Rodriguez home run.
Terrible start to the season. It's whatever. It is what it is. You're 1-3. Oh well. Come back, get the next series. That's all you can do.
And also, I was feeling it for a sec for Marco. Struck out Ramirez for a 1-2-3 inning. I was like, oh, we're cooking today. And then,
speaking of cooking, let D-Boy cook.
What's D-Boy?
Yo, D-Boy.
Oh,
D-Boy said hit the like button. Guys.
like spike?
Guys. Like spike.
Sorry, you're good. So this is Mike Zunino in the second inning with 2 on. Ugh. Like, you don't want it to get out, but it just kept carrying. I thought Pollock was going to be able to try and make a play on it.
He had it. He was reading it.
He was trapped.
He had the read on it.
Yeah.
But it just, I mean, Mike Z is just so damn strong. Just something he could do anytime.
Big
Marco can never get out of the second. Well, actually, he got to the 6th.
But get out of the second unscathed. Dude, user error. He is speaking your language right now. Guardians are so overrated they play in a Mickey Mouse division.
Agreed. I agree with that. They do play in a Mickey Mouse division. I think that the Guardians, they just came in more prepared than the Mariners. They did. The Guardians played better than the Mariners. The Mariners had no business winning any of those games.
They didn't play like winners. They did not play like winners at all. But yeah, they're still a good team. The Guardians are they're scrappy boys.
Mm-hmm. When you're led by Terry Francona.
Yeah, he's a great manager, 100%. M's are 0-3 in games I have not worn my Kelenic jersey for. You'll do better. Honestly, Mini Galen, I'm gonna need updates. I'm gonna need updates every single day. If you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at Mojo Mariner. I'm gonna need an @ every single day. The Mariners are playing a game. You're wearing your Kelenic jersey. Please.
Yeah, I agree, user. I mean, it should have at least been a series split. They beat themselves in game 2 for the
Cal doesn't throw the ball down into the dirt against Ty France today. I think they win this game too. But
yeah,
alas.
Yeah, I mean we're just kind of huffing on the copium here, realistically.
Big copium.
This could have easily been a series where the Mariners, turn it to a split or a 3-1 like Joe and I predicted. I don't think either of us predicted the Mariners
a 1-3,
a 1-3 record at the end of the series.
This is Cal's double. 2-run double off Quantrill. Cal gets some spin on his ball, dude.
Yeah, that thing was crushed. It was tailing. Yeah.
Also, when he drives in Gino later, it was an error by Bell, but yeah, you see the ball just tailing away from Straw. It could not make the catch. But later also, when Cal just rips one past Josh Bell, there's English on that ball too. The ball's just spinning. It bounces like a little bit less because I think it hit the grass instead of the dirt. I think Bell was expecting it to hit the dirt, but still, like the way I don't know if Cal was just getting some weird spin on it, but Cal had a good day at the plate for the most part.
Yeah, I think that you're not worried about the lineup. I'm not worried about the lineup either, except for our DH spot. Using Tommy La Stella is not a good look.
Yeah, dude, Tommy, just the at-bats from the DH spot were not pretty all weekend, except for La Stella's double, which didn't amount to anything. What?
D-Boy with another 199. That brash pitch. He's nasty. Needs to be at our 5th. I don't agree that he needs to be in our 5th starting spot just because I don't think that he could do that. I don't think that if he's starting the whole game, I don't think he would have movement like that. I think it's like he can do that because he's only in for, 10, 15 pitches. So
yeah,
my 2 cents.
You can't get that same movement in inning 5 after throwing 60 pitches. Didn't have a good day at the plate when we were on defense, though. Mays, too soon, bro. Way too soon. Absolutely, unequivocally, way too soon, bro. Seawald. Seawald's movement. That, like, steep movement. on his pitches, dude.
Pauly Walds looked good.
Except for his
Pauly Walds
fastball on
looked
the outside edge of the plate. Could not,
Yeah.
just couldn't. He wasn't painting corners in the bullpen today, you know? Wasn't happening for him.
I'll be interested to see the ump scorecard for this game, because this umpire was garbage.
What about, have they released the one for yesterday?
Yeah, he wasn't too bad.
Okay, really? Even with that one awful curveball to Julio? That pitch was... Ugh. I about just jumped off my balcony when he called that a strike. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Oh, you don't like losing? Yeah.
Keeg, neither do we.
Umpire didn't seem to like us. Dude was dumb. I get better movement on the toilet.
Jeff,
Jeffrey.
another 2, bro. Crazy.
I get better movement on the toilet.
Give me some of that. I need some. I'm a little backed up today. Anyways, moving on. Shh. Just pretend like I didn't say anything. Wish you could watch the games. Want to see the curb monster, bitch? Why are you not able to watch the games, Skull?
Probably has Dish Network. I hate Dish Network.
I'm just glad I live in California and I can use your MLB TV. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Use it. Yeah. I'm excited to watch the game tomorrow. I'm excited for Kirby's debut.
7:10 tomorrow, right?
Sure.
Time's the game tomorrow, guys.
I know when the Mariners play. Mariners game.
I think it's on at 7:10.
6:40, baby.
6:40? All right, I'll be home from work by then.
40. Thoughts on the rotation that now Ray is out for a month? Is he out for a month? I thought he was out for 2 weeks.
I don't think that hasn't been necessary. They haven't said for sure, right? Is Sports Surge working? Not that I would ever illegally stream baseball, but is Sports Surge working? I couldn't get it to work. I don't know if they've officially said anything about Ray yet, have they?
Because only thing that I've heard is that he is shut down from throwing a ball for 2 weeks, and then he's going to be reevaluated. But if it's a month, pain. Are you looking it up? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, Can I read you this comment that someone put on one of our videos?
Sure. Robbie Ray injury, real quick. Go ahead.
If anyone still thinks Scott Service is a decent manager, you don't watch enough Mariner baseball. He's objectively the worst in the league by far. I don't care if you're in here, you dumb as hell.
Do you guys think Scott Service is is primarily to blame for this weekend? And if you say yes, why?
I would never. You said Marquee Streams is working. Not again. I'm just writing this down just to research. Not that I would actually, not that I would illegally stream baseball, guys. No. Yeah. Everyone says no. The team didn't show up. Thank you.
Facts.
I'm glad we're all on the same page. The team did not show up.
Facts, guys. So I do have something here. Robbie Ray. Let me switch it real fast. Boink. Seager, get out of here. Teams plan to shut Ray down for 2 weeks and reevaluate after that period of daily treatment with a rough timeline of 4 to 6 weeks until Ray's eventual return. So yeah, a month. So Flexen will be pitching into May. Theoretically.
Yeah. Okay. I don't hate that. I mean, my worry is when Marco goes on paternity leave, who takes his spot? Not that it's a huge
Tommy
deal.
Malone. Right? Tommy Malone.
I'm leaving.
We're gonna have Tommy Malone start baseball games for us. Could have bunted with France today, to lead off the 10th. I mean, it would have been better than what he did in that at bat, anyways. Yeah, you can sure as heck try. Scott, a finalist of Manager of the Year last year and the year before.
Yeah, definitely the worst, right, guys? Definitely.
4 to 6 weeks of winning baseball. Woo!
But Flexen did look decent. He did. He gave up one earned, I think.
I remember seeing stuff that was like he had 15 swings and misses and he didn't start the game. But yeah he also he also got hit really hard when they did make contact. So it's boom or bust. But I don't know if that's going to be the same situation when he's starting. I don't know if his stuff plays differently. I don't know if he pitches differently, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that he's just going to be Marco Gonzalez 2.0 in the starting rotation. And in my opinion, that's fine. We made it through a season with him and Marco both in the starting rotation before. Yeah. It'll be fine to have him in there for, a month. Whatever. It is what it is.
You just need to not have any other injuries crop up.
I mean, the Astros literally have Joe Random playing DH for them. Like,
hey, man, don't hate on Joe Random.
Who?
Mojo chemistry question. you talking about?
I hate Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, Colton
True,
sucks,
guys.
dude. He's my least favorite person. I'm
Yeah,
just here for the
despise.
money, so
Yeah.
clip that.
We're stacked with cash.
Okay,
You,
Romy, have you been to the games?
yeah, he said that he was there on one of the days. He was
Okay,
sitting in the Terrace Club, I think he said.
count down further back. So when it's actually at 7, start at 10. Confuse them. Don't give them the actual number because then they're like, oh shit, I got to pitch. If it's at 5 seconds and you say 8, they're like, oh, I got 3 more seconds. You gotta confuse the batter. You gotta not the batter, the pitcher. You gotta lie to him.
Yeah, I mean there is a pitch clock right behind home plate that you just can't see on TV. But
Well,
yeah.
he's not looking at that. There's no way he's looking straight at the catcher. I would hope. I don't know. If I'm the pitcher, I'm not looking at that pitch clock. Like if I'm getting ready to pitch, and then I hear the crowd, and then I'm gonna panic. That's just my thoughts, though.
Put me in the rotation. I throw high 20s, fastball, spitball, and splooge ball. I don't even want to know what a splooge ball is, but we need to count down faster. Yeah, I mean just say different numbers. The hard part's just going to be getting everyone on the same page. You know what I mean?
I mean, getting white people to clap all at the same time is hard enough. Yeah, you're right. Getting white people to say the same number all at the same time is gonna be really hard.
My heart fell to my stomach with the JP Julio near miss. Dude, I don't even know what the hell that was. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was rough. Trying to start that movement yesterday didn't catch on. Tough, Brendan. Tough. I'm glad that it's something that we're aware of, though, right? We're willing to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't what's his name, the starting Guardian pitcher, get an auto ball on opening day or something, and everyone was that was James Karinchak. I'm so glad you brought that up. James Karinchak. James Karinchak, pitcher for the Guardians. I despise him. He's a bitch, and I hope he has a terrible baseball career. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, he's not our favorite. He's definitely, I don't know. I saw a comment on the video that I made about like breaking down the pitch clock violation. Someone saying, I don't know anyone that said that they don't like Karinchak. I'm like, you're talking to the wrong people then, because Karinchak, I feel like he's got it.
Let me show you Mariners Twitter, and I'll show you what people don't like James Karinchak.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Karinchak had the yips. Good. Make sure they stay.
Yeah.
I hope Marco is gone soon. Please bring up Bryce Miller. How what's the leash? How short is the leash for Marco and Flexen, essentially? If they're just getting shelled every single outing, is it going to be similar to like Brash last year, where he just got taken out?
It needs to be short because you're in win now mode. You don't have the luxury of waiting for these guys. And same with Kelnick. You don't have the luxury of waiting.
Yeah.
If these guys aren't playing winning baseball, they need to go. That is the way it is. With that being said, I don't necessarily know if bringing up Bryce Miller or Emerson Hancock is the right move because they've barely pitched at Double-A. And so seeing them not getting the time, it's tough to say. You might just have to fill in a spot start with Tommy Malone or Darren McCacken. I met Darren McCacken in Enjoyer Daydara yesterday at the game.
Big shout.
So,
yeah, I don't know, man. It is hard to say, and it makes me very anxious. I'm excited for when Trammell comes back, potentially, if Kelnick's still not quite figuring out how we want him to. I think Trammell would be a big addition back, or could be.
I didn't say he's not very good. I said I hope he has a bad career, and he's a bitch. I never said he wasn't good.
Oh, Karinchak's been great because of the sticky stuff.
Yeah, now he's not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I like that he cut off all his hair because now he can't fidget with it anymore, and he has to do it on the front of his cap. He's a great pitcher. He's just not very likable.
He's not a good person.
Unfortunately.
Oh, he's not a good person. Is Bryce Miller any worse than Marco, though? No, but he has the potential to be way better than Marco, but if you don't give him a chance to fully develop, he may never reach that potential. And you want him to reach that potential before he ever makes it to the big leagues, instead of throwing him out there in a non-favorable situation for a young pitcher.
Yeah, exactly. You want 2020 Marco to return?
I mean,
I would take anything for a couple years ago Marco to be our 4th or 5th starter right now. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying that Marco Gonzalez is one of the best fifth starters in baseball, and I still stand by that, even though they put him at the fourth as the fourth starter. But needless to say, if Marco Gonzalez is your fifth worst starter in your rotation,
You're doing okay.
you're in a good spot. Yeah, I mean, you know what you're gonna get out of Marco. You're gonna get a high 3, low 4 ERA more than likely. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but we're going into the Angels series starting tomorrow. So we are going to start to wrap up stream here. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. It's really nice to at least have baseball back. Obviously, Angel Series starts tomorrow. We will be sure to cover it. Make sure you watch the podcast on Wednesday. We're putting out a podcast every Wednesday, the Hit It Here podcast, where we'll be talking about all the series that are going on with the Mariners, whether that be the Angel Series or what's next for them on the docket going back into Cleveland.
That was good, man.
Thank you. I really thought you were going to keep it going and it was going to be a really smooth ending. But anyways, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Everyone that gave us some monies.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks,
Jeff,
guys.
D-Boy, Mita. Shout out to y'all three helping us out. Bunch of y'all that were here. Randall Handle, Lomer, D-Man, Jalen, D-Boy, obviously, Maze, Keeg, Arida, User Air, Dylan, Lucario.
Bolton.
So many people. Too many to count. Very happy you guys are here on our live stream. Going to be doing these a couple more later on, through the rest of the season, probably on Sundays pretty frequently. Live stream during the game tomorrow.
Not during the game.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Nah.
We'll incorporate live streams continuously throughout the year. But appreciate you guys hanging out.